The ARM commander had reached Barathrum, a turbulent young world whose surface was just beginning to cool. Barathrum was a key strategic point. Fabulously rich in mineral resources, it supplied a large percentage of the metal used by the core throughout the galaxy. Control of Barathrum was critical. The fight would be intense.
Alright, welcome back to the next episode of Total Annihilation. We have made it to Barathrum, which is a volcanic planet. Our goal is to destroy or capture all coordinates and structures, but we also must specifically capture the Moho Mine, which is interesting because we already have Moho Mines, so you think it would be like, oh, we're capturing it so that way we can reverse engineer the technology, but we technically already figured that out, but that's okay. Got to capture the Moho Mine, make sure we don't get too trigger-happy. Barathrum, the molten metal-dense world where Core has established, blah, blah, blah. Anything else of information? Take out their extraction farm, capture the Moho Mine. Core will resist you, of course, yeah. Really. Right. Here we go. We need a Moho Mine. And we'd prefer to take it from the Core. What do we got here? Very interesting setup. We got all these lava channels everywhere. The wind speed looked bad, but it kind of lied to us about that last time. So I think I'm going to build a wind generator just to see. I love how they leave, again, they leave the galactic gates just like completely unguarded. Okay, only +4. Not great, but now we're at +11. So again, we'll probably do a mix of solar generators and wind farms, so that way we're benefiting from the winds, but not 100% reliant on it when it really craps out on us. Okay. Because, yeah, now we're only at +2. So it's almost like not even having it. So probably pretty heavy on solar. I feel like that's the running commentary, and I do apologize for that. That, like, that's pretty much what it boils down to, is like, what are we going to do this game? Do we want solar collectors? Do we want wind? I'm going to go vehicle, so that's one thing that's going to be different. We haven't really done a vehicle-heavy mission yet, I feel like. I bet we... I mean, I wonder what advanced vehicles we get. Because we had advanced vehicles all the way back on Empyrean. We had the amphibious tanks, and we had bulldogs as well. I'm not saying those are necessarily the best thing. I think I'm doing vehicle heavy, and specifically we're going to go for Samsons, which is actually the multiplayer meta, basically, for Total Annihilation, is missile trucks. And the reason why I'm doing that, though, isn't because, oh, it's the meta, in multi anyway, because I don't really care about multiplayer meta in the campaign. I want to just do things that I think are fun. The reason why I think it's a decent idea to go vehicle is because we've got all these lava channels everywhere. I think a missile truck will be a good combat platform, although I do think I'm going to need to bring the commander either along with the combat force or maybe something with explosive. Oh, okay. Well, speaking of combat, hi there. Okay. So, speaking of combat across the metal, across the lava channels, I think that having a missile launcher, having longer range to be able to shoot across maybe multiple lanes, if that makes any sense, might be a good option when we're thinking about how do we want to engage the enemy, because we've got these really... I think aircraft will be a good option too, because it's just weird. Look at all these, like, this crap, the pathfinding. Actually, after I build this missile truck, I kind of want to send him down, make sure that he can actually... pathfind out of here, because that would really be a bummer if we built the vehicle plant where we can't actually get out of... I mean, it would be okay. I'd just end up reclaiming it and rebuilding it. Probably use this space for like an air plant or something. I mean, there is at least more metal than last time. I guess it's got that going for it. I bet a Flash could get through there. We'll see about... Okay, the Samson can get through. It's just very tight. Okay, good. But I bet a Flash can get through for sure, pretty easily. So we've already got more metal... Or we've already got 4 metal extractors, which compared to Turgiverse or whatever, That's pretty solid. Let's get a construction vehicle, and then maybe a couple flashes and some more Samsons. Actually, let's do the Samsons first after the construction vehicle in case they send some planes after us. It'd be nice to have a better air defense net. Okay, there's another metal spot down there. Lots and lots of metal. So that's the good news on this map, is that we have significant metal resources. Alright. The map's actually not that big, now that I'm really looking at the mini-map a little more carefully. So I'm thinking this will probably be meant as an easier game. We got a rock here we can reclaim. We got him done. Very cool. Let's maybe build a defender down here. And then we can worry about maybe an advanced plant or maybe some air plants could be a good option. Maybe I'll do air plant into advanced air, get brawlers again, because again I think just with all this we'll have a severe lack of mobility, so to speak. Alright. And again, the range of the Samsons is really nice. That's part of why they're such a good unit. I'm actually not going to bother with defenders. I think we'll just build more Samsons, basically. So, Commander, how about you pop out an air plant for us? How far does our radar coverage go? Okay, so we do... Let's get another radar down here. Justify the existence of our construction vehicle a little bit. Let's set some waypoints for our vehicle factory. So there is a decent core concentration to the south. So let's go ahead, let's get... Well, I don't want to get... I almost don't want to build too many defenses because I don't want to, like, clog up the lanes because of how tight this all is. I do want to figure out what's going on up in this corner, though. We'll maybe send some Samsons, a couple Samsons and the flashes up there. Be a good option. We'll build a defender here because there's more room, less of a choke point. And Commander, you get us some more solar collectors. Oh, that's a heavy tank. That is not what we want to play with right now. Now we can build Atlases again. So yeah, really we're amusingly struggling more with energy than with metal, but I guess that checks out. Let's have him stop assisting for a moment, and until the commander can get a few more solar collectors up and operational. We'll send these this squad over. figure out what's going on in this upper corner. Sounds violent, whatever it is. Oh, okay, that's a decent... They must have anti-radar there. That is a good concentration of units. So we will need to figure out how we want to deal with that. Yeah, the nodes are only worth energy, so they're not a priority for me anyway to reclaim at the moment. But thankfully the slashers were kind enough to leave their wreckage behind, so that's good. Alright. Our economy is looking up. Lots of solar up and running. Is it? Yeah, I just realized... Two, I don't see any geothermal on the map. There might be some somewhere, but you'd almost think on a volcanic planet you might expect geothermal. Maybe that's me not knowing how things actually work, but in my mind, that doesn't know anything about volcanoes, you'd think that geothermal would be associated with volcanic activity. But again, what do I know? Well, let's go ahead and get our advanced aircraft factory up and running. I'm curious if we have the Hawk yet, because the Hawk will be a big deal once we get that. Alright, construction aircraft did a great job repairing our forces. I think that's it for reclaimable items. We can go over here, but I know that's within range of the enemy. So, I think for the time being, we have enough energy actually now that we could do a couple metal makers. I almost hope they attack again, because then I get to kill their units and reclaim their metal. I can always reclaim the basic air plant because honestly, I don't know if I'll need anything from there. Now that, I mean, unless I need a couple freedom fighters to deal with, but I've got so many Samsons, I don't see the need for freedom fighters. It's a little sad that we're on a metal, you know, rich planet, allegedly. And yet I'm like, yeah, gonna need some metal makers. So much for that. Yeah, we've claimed every metal deposit that we can actually visibly see. But still, I find myself wanting for metal. go ahead and get that one up there. And then we should actually be positive on metal for a minute. Because, I mean, our primary metal drain right now is going into the advanced aircraft factory. See, now we're technically making metal. But I'm thinking we might need a little more energy, too. Remember when I just said I kind of wanted them to attack? Oh, am I going to kill it? Yep. Lovely. Alright. The enemy sends a heavy tank, and yet they can't even manage to kill one of my light missile trucks. What an embarrassment for the Corps. Oh, we do have the Hawk now. That's cool. And we have advanced construction aircraft. So we'll get one of those so we can get advanced radar, maybe. And then maybe a couple Hawks. Some Brawlers. I feel comfortable, since literally we have all the good stuff. Go ahead and reclaim the basic air plant, because, you know, the advanced stuff is better in every way. And up by the gate here, let's go ahead and make some stuff. Keep the Samsons rolling off the line. The construction vehicle doesn't seem to want to reclaim for whatever reason. There we go. Now he's doing it. Is it really... What's taking so much energy right now? I was gonna say it doesn't take any energy to reclaim. So I don't really know what's going on with our energy production. I guess I'll turn one of these... I mean, we did just complete a few more metal makers. Let me turn one of these off. It's at least helping. I guess we did start our production of Samsons again, too. Ta-da! I should have built a storage before I did that, but oh well. Now you know what, I actually should maybe see about reclaiming one of these nodes. Yeah, still all we have in the advanced tree is advanced radar, and the Moho. Oh, we got stuff coming around the north now, too. Commander, you gotta head up there and try and deal with that, or else we're gonna have some issues. Can get our Hawk up as soon as it's done. See, the Hawk shoots 2 missiles, which is kind of fun. so that's taken care of. What did we lose? We didn't actually lose all that much, did we? And yeah, we have radar coverage of pretty much the whole map, except for the areas that, you know, the deleters are busy keeping us from. Trying to think what else would be good. I mean, honestly, I might do a second advanced aircraft plant. Sounds kind of reasonable. Commander, you can reclaim the couple of wrecks that kind of invaded our personal space here. Okay, what's under attack? Random flash. Then you can also help produce brawlers. I think we'll probably have a Hawk production and then brawler production from our two factories. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, we got anti-airs. Let's try and nope out of there. We got a Hawk with 4 kills. I didn't realize it's chalking them up that quickly. Well done, I guess. And there we go. We are done with our second advanced aircraft plan. So we can have one of these guys go and reclaim some of this wreckage. Let's send in the troops, and we'll have the brawlers back them up, obviously, as soon as they're ready. Oh, hey, a Moho mine. Would you look at that? Our objective. Is that the only Moho mine, I wonder? Or, like... That's kind of interesting. I was expecting it to be down south where most of the enemies are. I guess there's no reason to even kill this stuff. Here, let's establish the Samsons now as a blocking formation. And then... Is there anything mobile or defensive over here? I don't think so. Let's just send the commander over and get ourselves some free resource structures. Commander. Right this way, please. Also, that's a lot of good metal over there. Got 5 Hawks already. Most peculiar, this mission. Oh, are those guys just on a patrol route? I thought they were actually maybe trying to attack. Alright, capture all this stuff, I guess. Is that it? Is that really the mission? That's kind of anticlimactic if that's it. Okay, I'm thinking we have to we have to destroy all the other stuff too. 8.7, that's a pretty valuable Moho mine. Most of them don't produce that much. Maybe that's why the core has figured out how to make their Moho mines more better than the ARM has. What do we got down here? Let's figure out what's going on. Let's get some more Samsons. Alright, we got more metal than we could possibly know what to do with at this point. How about we... Another advanced aircraft factory. Capture those two, and then we'll destroy the ones over here. How about? The enemy finally has a can. I don't know what to do about it. It's too powerful. The glory of the can is immense. We were finally able to overcome it, but only with a swarm of EMG shots. Truly, I don't know what we shall do when we encounter more of them. There's so much metal down here, oh my goodness. Unfortunately, at this point, I think we've basically won already. Otherwise, like, can you even imagine claiming this spot? That's so much metal. So good. Another crasher. What is up here? Is it just storms? No crashers? I was gonna say, there's enough of them, and our swarm is unfortunately thick enough, and it does make sense they can kind of score a couple hits, but let's go ahead and maybe get this GAT cleared out, because then we can bring our Samps. I think we're pretty safe to bring the Samsons in at this point. What else have we got? Anything over here? Nope. There must be something hiding. Oh! Duh. Ta-da! The core deviously hid a wind generator in the corner to stall their inevitable defeat. Well, there we are. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Total Annihilation. And stay tuned for the next one. That's my super inspiring outro. Have a good one.